Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be finishing the little visual novel we started last time called Slay the Princess. If you have not seen the first stream, I highly recommend you stop this now and either go watch the VOD or watch it on Twitch. But yeah, no, let's just get right into it. Fair warning, this game has quite a bit of gore, scary content, and just, yeah. Yeah. You'll understand what I mean in a bit. You're here to slay her, and if you don't, it'll be the end of the world. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only for the blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We've been through this several times before, so I kind of feel the need to skip through all of this, but I kind of don't want to just in case people entering chat haven't seen it. Whatever. If we just go down without a knife and then, like, I don't know. I don't want to get
from the table.
I don't want to, like, get the same endings as before because there are 6 of them.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing her voice carries up the stairs.
I don't want to get the same endings as before because there are 6 of them and each one of them takes at least 2 chapters as far as I'm aware. So it's gonna be super time consuming unless we, like, do this right. And the full game takes 4 hours to complete, and we're already, like, an hour and a half the way there, so... yeah.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
She does not.
It's
just checking in on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
I mean, yeah,
Focus
it's
on
okay.
the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way! Why would you ever even think that? Hmm. No, no,
Then drop the knife.
no.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip
Okay,
on the
Daddy,
blade
Mommy.
tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
My current theory is that she's just a demon. Yeah. Dib. Sorry. This is a
unarmed.
fun cursor.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Let's try it.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Damn.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Rip, bro.
Holy shit, that hurts!
You just got beaten up by a princess.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Nice use of the knife as a sensor bar up her skirt. God damn. But also, we're just getting our asses handed to
You can
us.
still turn this around.
I don't think we can. Wait, what if we just run away? Okay, if we run away, he's gonna lock the door, isn't he? If we give up... I'm gonna try.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's a good idea. We've taken some bad hits, but we've dealt some too. She has to be feeling it more than we are. Let's regroup upstairs. If we're lucky, maybe she'll just bleed out. Fine. You make a mad dash to the basement stairs, the princess's chains rattling as she tries to chase you, but pulling taut much too soon for her to catch up.
Do you really think you can just walk out of here?
Yeah.
She steps towards you, ignoring her chains. They creak and strain as she pulls
Damn.
you until finally they break. The links clatter to the floor. Useless. She's free. Hurry. You push your broken body as she closes in and just barely manage to pass the threshold of the basement doorway before she catches up to you.
Just kick her down the stairs.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
I don't think that's enough. She just broke, like, giant pieces of steel.
Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Dude, I would say sit on the table to prevent her from breaking it out. But, like, I think she's just gonna punch through the door.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Whatever you are, you're not a princess.
I wouldn't be so sure about outlasting me. You're so brittle. So go ahead, rest, do whatever you think will help you be prepared. Know that I'm coming for you, and that when I find you, I will make you hurt.
Is that a promise? I mean, come on.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Okay, but can we just take a moment? This is put here, but the door opens inward, not outward. Whatever.
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, and as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
You good?
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Oh well.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in
I don't really think
curiosity
these are
as you feel your
footfalls.
organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
You know, can we just like applaud whoever made this real quick?
What a shame.
Like the artist?
If you'd only
Bruh.
help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
See, I've tried that before. It
Your
doesn't.
lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Do we though? Do we though? I mean.
You're on a path you're here to slay her.
She's gonna
Yeah.
kill me again.
People don't die twice. You haven't even met if he doesn't remember what happened. Then shh. What if he... That's a very good question, little shit. I think you'll find yourself...
Sorry, we've already done this, so I'm just kinda.
secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met.
Alright. To the cabin!
A warning. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Same, my dude. God damn. Why do I relate to the like most toxic of the voices? Oh no.
The interior of the cabin is
The
plain.
broken and the
smooth wood of the
paranoid.
walls almost featureless.
Oh,
The
well.
only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
It's just an empty frame.
She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
very different.
Sorry, the whole cabin is different than I remember it being. I gotta start reading these out loud. I can't assume that you guys are all watching the stream.
I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right? She knows that we're here.
Yeah.
Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
What if we enter without it this time? Show her we're not a threat, though we know that we can't win. Okay.
We should have taken the knife again. I don't think she's going to take an olive branch. You cross over the
What
threshold
the
and onto
fuck?
a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lived, her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
Ew. I don't know why, I just hate that description. Her voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Wait, step off into the void. God damn. I want to talk to her.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago?
Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway.
Maybe not, but I still
You
want to
make
talk
your
to
way
her.
to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here. and it
What do you
certainly
mean the
isn't
voice of reason? What about this isn't weird?
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
Yeah.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Okay. Alright. The entire time we're playing this one, I'm getting the feeling that, if we mess something up, we're gonna lose an ending. And I don't know why. Trying to think of how to describe this so I can get, like, just direct. You know what? I shouldn't be doing this. We'll wait for the final playthrough, and then we can go through and get things right. I'm gonna fully save. I'm gonna go left.
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Picked wrong.
As the princess approaches,
Oh, she's so
your
cute this
legs
time.
suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow.
This is it, isn't it?
No little knife this time. It's almost like you want me to get you.
I mean, who wouldn't? Look at you.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Loud as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working! Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches
Hey.
death.
Wait, that's so cool. So the voice is just literally acting as... Oh my god.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want? Or do you
Oh my god.
interrupt me some more? You have seconds left.
Yes, I'm sure.
Heart, lungs, liver. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more
She's so
fun than
cute.
death,
What the fuck?
even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why?
Because we're complimenting her.
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen.
That isn't my fault.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option right now.
Then you should get looking, shouldn't you?
Hmm. I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. Nah. You're a lunatic, you know that, right, Damn? If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation? We don't have to be enemies. Not doing any of this, I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not gonna try and kill you. So do your worst, remain with your nightmare.
You poor
Remain with the nightmare, I
Even
guess.
a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not. I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You
Wait,
don't
what'd
get
she
the
cry?
chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You can't keep going. Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
No, shh. Bad fun. Your body is dead, but you live on. God damn, that... The moment of clarity. That,
You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
I feel like I should have something to say about that, but I'm kind of speechless. This is beautiful. Holy shit, I like this game.
There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
So, can she remember all of her past lives, or is that just... Alright, 1 second. Or is that just a narrative pointed at everybody, right? Like your soul is just continuously reborn. Like, I'm so curious about this game.
I think we were trying to save the world.
I'm gonna delve so deep into the lore once I'm done playing this.
You should know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
What? No.
Yes. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left.
We have to let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really
Shh.
the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do
Just
much
stop
of
sending me
anything.
things.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think. We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
Damn.
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her. So we have to set her free.
I'm sorry. With the narrative of this chapter going, it's just everybody else is like, what do we do? And then we've just got this guy being a fucking simp.
Can we
God
love
damn it.
something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
Oh, people love things that hurt and hate them all the time. Come on.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love.
That's just toxic thinking. I'll be honest.
Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
It's fine. What?
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
That's a good question. How many times have you all been here? Damn. Also disjointed. Proceed to the cabin, damn.
Many times. It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think it will
Won't be
be.
for us. She said so.
When?
You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you.
Well, it's not really how that works.
There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
Alright. I don't know if I can slay her.
You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it. You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either.
He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me.
Damn.
He's worse than her.
Alright, let's just go to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill.
Actually, fuck, I'm screenshotting this real quick, hang on. No. Thank you. And do that. Yeah. Sorry, that would make like a perfect thumbnail for
This
this.
isn't right. There's a cabin where there's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies.
And he always makes it gone. It's exhausting. We must be such a mess, but we never get the chance to fix ourselves. That thing is mocking us.
Bruh.
Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You
Shut
stay
up.
here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
Damn. What's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Smash it to pieces!
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what. Exactly. I'm sure that whatever you settle on, it'll be the best possible decision you could have made. Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
Just
That's a new
proceed.
one.
Do you think it'll work?
Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
We're one step closer to her.
The
If I pull it out,
interior
will I be
of
the chosen
the
one?
cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure therein. Wrong and unsettling as it may be.
God, I don't know what it is about this, like, story game, whatever you're gonna call it, but every time that I start playing it, I start getting so sleepy. Like, between the calmness of the readers and the fact that it's a horror game, it's gonna put me out like a light, I swear. Because, like, I watch stuff like Faz and, honestly, any main horror game that's currently popular. Like, I'll watch that shit to fall asleep, so... Playing a horror game that also sounds like a bedtime story, not exactly my smartest move.
The only object
It's okay,
of
though.
note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
Proceed. Wait, what? Take the blade. It's the only way forward. You've tried everything else. Don't you remember? You have to take the blade. That's so cool.
Reach down to take the blade.
Oh.
But as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth.
Who else is seeing it right now? I cannot be the only one who is looking at this. Alright.
You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep.
Why are there so many words and phrases in this that are just like... It's so very deep. Come on!
Deep in the bowels of the earth,
Come on!
you see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her.
The cutie pie, come back out.
She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
It's fine!
You really are a coward.
Why, because I didn't jump into the anus?
With every word she
Oh,
speaks,
never mind, you're
the
crawling out.
princess
We're
in the
good.
pit blinks closer.
Princess in the pit.
Joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
Closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave. But forever is so, so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back.
Damn.
And what's left is for you to take my will and let me out. It would be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
To stay with me all the time. Right by my side. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. gilded and everything.
Actually, I'd prefer a collar and leash if that's okay.
Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your powers so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
What are we supposed to do?
No, I'm gonna
She took
take her
our
hand.
weapon. This really was a lost cause, wasn't it? You sealed our fate when you refused to kill her. Kill or be killed. Yes, I suppose you're right. Oh well. There's no paralysis
fine.
anymore. Is it because we've already given her what she wants?
You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago. But was that something new? Or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There is no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
Why is this game me in a nutshell? What the fuck? Oh. How long is my arm, excuse me?
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
Can I just ask where that third arm came from, though?
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
Princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
Well, you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back.
What does that mean for us?
It means we got bigger!
I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her.
Let me go look.
It will be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Just go touch the mirror.
Finally, we can smash it.
He just wants to smash. Bro, let me
Stop with the smashing.
let me look in the
What do
mirror.
we say,
Come
boys?
on.
One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yes. For fuck's sakes.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Hooray! You step towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unsolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready.
I thought you said memories return. Shouldn't they know what's going on by now?
It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game, I'll be free.
Alright.
I'm just red boy.
Sorry, they're all just saying what's opposite to their character. So just skipping it. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. What you need to see is what's in it. Oh, I'm drippy. Ugh. You've withered. You find yourself in the lone quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
How can you stand to be a contradiction? Doesn't matter how many times I go back. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
That's
The
not
joy
helpful.
is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and tells me new secrets.
This music so relaxing. Dude, what is this? I should not be this tired. This is stupid. Alright. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
That's not helpful. Fine, I'm leaving.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
I always forget that she smashes a bottle on my face. Thank you so much. Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1, Part 4.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here.
Yeah. Let's just go.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
So I never actually stabbed her and then ran away.
The interior of the blade is your...
Yeah, I know.
You take the blade from
If I do that, does it give me the same thing as before?
the door to the basement. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds... Don't let it fool. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yep.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Shut up.
She's unarmed. You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But do you actually believe this was enough to...
Yay!
Yes, but it's over. But is it
I
over?
just want to see what happens. Push. Wait, what? Is it over? Is it really over? I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not. That was too easy. Why are those two blacked
Yes.
out?
Exactly. It's over.
Weird.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs.
Wait, are
closing
those
the
ones
door
that'll lead me to the
basement
same one?
behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Because we murdered someone?
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I don't know about that. Just kind of hoping I get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
This is what happy feels like, right? Okay, maybe I'm not happy. And I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I've talked to.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it.
Resuscitate the
Blade.
princess?
We can use the blade to get out of this.
How?
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way
Wait, I have to
out.
kill myself?
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
Ah, yes, how wonderful.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
You're right, I didn't like that idea. I'm just gonna stick around and do nothing, at least for a while longer. Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we'd die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is
Yeah.
out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
Shh, it's fine. You better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die. Yeah, anything to get out of this
Thank
hell.
you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a
Yeah,
good
there's
enough
nothing to
reward for
even
saving the
do.
world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body
Oh.
is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you. You're on a path. You're here to slay her.
Yeah. Alright, let's just...
A warning. Before you go in, she will lie, she will cheat, she won't be a
Yeah.
problem. The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Alright.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I assume this is the one where we just continuously kill her or something, right?
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell.
This is weirdly cozy.
Everything in the room below is silent.
Oh.
Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead.
Or she's a skeleton.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of her head appears from underneath the floor.
Wait, but she's so cute like that! Come on!
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin.
Look how fucking cute.
Dude.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Ghost!
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Exactly.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across
so
the room
pretty.
into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Yeah, just go step dab. Step, step, dab. we just do that. I want to wait and see this time.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
Do you know why you came back? Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill yourself? Because I already did that. It won't be hard to do it again. The people who wanted you dead tricked me. Let's team up. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? Okay, clearly slaying you isn't gonna work. What do you want? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with why are you different?
You don't look dead, Killer.
Exactly.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
She just wants to hold hands. I'm perfectly fine
And
with
you
that.
don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
I am too, actually.
I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you owe me.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
I mean, at least she asked permission.
Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
I would actually really like to see that.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Do I still get to be in control?
Sure, why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring. It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body. That is a very dangerous train of thought.
Mm. What happens after you leave this place?
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done?
I mean, to be fair, I questioned it a
what we
lot
do
at the
from
beginning.
This point forward is all that matters.
It's not like I just...
Try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Whatever. I'm not cold, I'm just dumb. I'm just a big, dumb, stupid idiot. Stupid, stupid, stupid. What was I thinking? Just believing what I was told. Oh my god. What are you gonna do if I help you get out of here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt.
Will it be me?
Maybe I'll haunt you. It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when that someone is dead.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
You didn't answer my question. Do you want the world to end?
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
Even if you don't want to end it, just letting you out of here mean the world is going to end. Like, were you going to end the
I
world?
don't know. I just wanted to leave.
My
I
god.
still just want to leave.
Stop avoiding the question. Fine, whatever. Okay.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
She's dead already. It's fine.
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul.
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
No.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each
Is she gonna
involuntary
kill
movement
me
causing
by a
more waves
seizure
of
or something?
agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings.
I mean, I saw the
Your
knife.
vision
Worst case
swims.
scenario, I just kill myself, right?
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't. Or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am.
So it's a broken mirror.
Who cares what we are? We exist.
Weird.
That's all.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Bruh.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
Damn.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Slay the princess. No, bro.
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time and...
Nope.
Everything won't
Sorry, I
be
just learned a new
fine if
hotkey.
You listen to her. One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Yeah, honestly.
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Slay the princess or leave the basement. I know, Bert, because I like her being a ghost.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do.
Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
Almost looks like the walls are breathing.
Yeah, but it has to
Sorry.
be somewhere, doesn't it? And if
Distracted.
it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another?
I'm so
Or is it the
boring.
same world reborn?
The voice of the cold is my least favorite character.
Against the backdrop of the
Mm,
inane conjecture of
after
numerous
narrator.
little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me.
The
Maybe
bossy
he even
one.
likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Can I just start referring to him as the bossy one instead of the narrator? That's so good.
Not at all. Have you know that I
Sorry,
do
my
hate you,
chair's like
and
fucking
I
up
will
on me.
continue to hate you for as long as I am able.
I can't lean back at all, and it's
It's just the weight of
driving
it
me
all.
crazy.
It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen. You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next. Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
Slay the bossy one, yeah!
What about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
And she gets consumed. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
Anna, you actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, killer.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I need to be.
Yum. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a... Why is it here? Why now?
Why does it say memory returns? Yeah. It's gonna be okay, just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
It feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. You don't need to comfort him.
Whatever's on the other side is nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Whatever makes you happy.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. You need to see what's in it. My skeleton now? Dude, that's sweet! You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Trees and stars and people. I think. At least they're supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
You think that anything out there is real? Think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
You know what's gonna happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Shh. It's okay. Sorry, I have an alarm for work that just went off. I have it set for every day of the week so that the days when I work every single day of the week, I don't accidentally forget to, do something. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the bossy one. And he wants to kill you. Do you have him? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
It does, but I don't know why. does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have some answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
I beg to differ. Is this the second to last one?
The next time I see you,
Request.
each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Okay. Every time that gets me. Everything goes dark, and you die. What path haven't we taken yet?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Shut up.
You make your way up the short.
Yeah. Make your way to the cabin, and inside the cabin there is a knife on the table.
The entire blade. You take the blade from the table.
Have I done one where I don't even take the blade? That was the second one,
Door
right?
to the basement creep.
Who's there?
She said, "Don't let it fool." Good. She's so. Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife, and the two of—
Look how reasonable she's being. Don't you dare. It's fine. You ignore the tremor.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steal.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason. So, you should just—
She's unarmed. If you
What if she kills us? Can we just talk?
you're
Let's just
so
talk.
close. No, this is a good
Oh, threatened, are we? You—
No.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Can I leave? I guess we're in an impasse.
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
Yeah,
You sure you don't want to
I'm
talk?
sure.
Yeah.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like
Sure we
this forever.
can.
Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Fine.
The blade tumbles
Thank you. Maybe now we can just—
against your better judgment. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
New relationship, you say?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
What's your name?
she hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics.
Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
No.
You're lying.
How does she know that?
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
It's not a lie, though. They say that she's gonna end the world, but they don't ever specify how. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she is.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided?
You know. Doubt,
Try.
unfortunately, clouded a moment of distraction.
We've done
and
this before,
hesitation is
though.
all Holy shit! Though she's unarmed, we can still.
Just try and finish it, I
You
guess.
and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
Damn, she does some kinky shit. What the
Princess
fuck?
gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Oh, I know it's not, sweetie.
But you don't
I'm
have
looking
time to
forward to
worry
it.
over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The adversary. Alright.
You're here.
Yeah, shush.
She will lie. Lie. Are you sure? The point of my warning wasn't to start an... The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it... Crystal.
Let's just go to the cabin. But also, we've got stubborn this time, which means that this is for sure different. I think.
Cabin
Yeah.
is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah?
Take the blade from the altar.
Is this the
It
one
would
where
be
we just
difficult to slay
continuously
the
kill each other?
princess and save the
I think I
world
already
without
asked
a
that, but like,
weapon.
this has to be it, right? Should I have approached the
Door
mirror
to the
every time that
basement
I've
creaks
done
open,
this?
revealing a rough stone staircase. Its walls pressing, her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
I don't know why I always wait to talk until he's talking. I'm sorry, it's a bad habit.
Is that another
working on it.
challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
I loved you in your ghosty form, but lady, god damn.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Yeah, probably. You'd probably pick me up and throw me at that.
Oh, it's
Alright.
you again.
Sorry.
I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
I love her.
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Oh, please make that a promise. Oh. Okay, I need you to stop. No, not snooze. Stop. My alarm keeps starting to play. Sorry about that. You look different.
You look exactly the same.
Alright, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing?
Yeah?
Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. Enough is enough. I believe you. that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember.
Woohoo.
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
She looks like a tiefling and I love it. Sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never died. I'm gonna take this less seriously. You don't know the depths of my apathy.
Right. I'm not going to
Oh.
You better be joking. We can't win unless you take this seriously.
Fine. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive. But I'm not fighting a giant demon lady, damn. You do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
I mean, come on. You heard it here first, I'm the best 3 minutes for life.
See? She wants to fight us again. There's
God
no
damn
reason
it.
for us to stand around talking.
For fuck's sakes. How are we still alive?
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
Okay.
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Dead. Turn around and leave without saying anything. Nah.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count, all right. As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks
Damn.
disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
I mean, she wanted a fight. She won in one hit. But god damn.
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? Alright. That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head.
Some of the frames
Reincarnation
look so
one,
wonky.
This world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action. Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her. That's
Yeah,
your
I'm a
plan.
fighter.
That's your plan. You push off the ground.
Let's do this.
Your ribs as you charge at the princess once more. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum. Your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm.
Damn.
She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
God damn it, my brain is too dirty for this game, I swear.
We can do this. Just keep pushing. We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Can you imagine if you win from this angle? You just like push all the way through her arm and into her heart. There's not enough blade for that.
You pull back on the blade's hilt, doing your best to free it from its sinewed prison. But as you tug the blade free, the princess slams you down onto her knee. It collides with your ribs,
Damn.
and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. And you find yourself in midair, effortlessly tossed across the room. You hit the floor, your ribs complaining painfully, but you can feel the hilt in your grip. You still have your weapon. You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last.
Come on.
Dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her. She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
Hot.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull, and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The Eye of the Needle. Alright.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
What? There wasn't enough blade to get to her heart.
Fear is good. Fear keeps. So what? You'd have us. No, but that place suits her better
Sorry.
than it suits us.
Sorry.
She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone.
That could be fun though.
Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. Then what is going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
Damn.
Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that.
Nah, I don't think I will. I think you're the bad guy. Like, I know she's killed us about 40 times now, but I still think you're the bad guy.
There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here.
Damn.
Are we? I haven't signed off on anything yet. Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't. It's like I said.
Sorry.
All just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me.
I'm reading it as they're saying it, so like as I finish reading, I try to skip forward and then I realize, hey, there are voice actors that you're cutting off when you do this. So I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be annoying about it. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. I need to not look at the screen. Can we talk about how different this place is?
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further. Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too?
Yeah, but like, why are we underground?
Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
It's fine. Well, doesn't really matter what happens next. All our answers are in the cabin, so let's push
It
forward.
isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament. No last advice for us? No
Words of warning?
What I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind.
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now.
It does, doesn't
Could
it?
use a little catharsis. Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase.
They go!
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight. More of a glorified tunnel than a building.
Did she hear us talking about
Stone
baiting her and
walls
she's just like,
squeeze against
yes!
your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall.
And
Pristine
obviously,
blade
the
perched
mirror.
on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Yeah.
We have. Take it.
Take the
for
blade. Go to the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You do see it, right? All we see is a damned mirror.
It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean?
I get to
You bring your
smash
fist
it.
crashing down
Oh.
against the door leading to the basement. It swings open,
Damn.
scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead.
It's gonna end with me
Before you is
breaking
what
the
may
mirror
as well be a
eventually.
sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom,
Fuck.
but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her, rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
If you want to fight, how come? Why don't you just come here and get one then?
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember? How about you come down here and fight me?
Those chains were nothing to her last time.
Yeah, exactly.
There'll be nothing to her this time. But we need to show ourselves first to make her boil over. Fine by me. You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her.
Alright.
You turn to face what
Damn.
lies at the end of the narrow hall. The princess,
Them horns,
imposing and
dude.
tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face widens into a broad grin.
Hello, Your Majesty.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling! Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh, break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
She's kinky as hell. Good lord.
Can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw.
I really
No,
don't
no.
like the sound of this.
It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
You want me off to come get me? If you want a good fight, you have to come fight me where it's best. I butchered all of that. That's okay though. Why don't you want to be free? Why do you insist on fighting me to the death down here in the dark? Guess I'm
The
with more
princess
space.
scoffs.
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you?
No.
You're teasing me with what I want, but I'm sick of waiting.
Ayo.
I'm not going to let you give me another bad fight. I'm going to get what I want.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run.
Yeah, for real.
Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Look at that. Look how fucking cool it is.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
That's a
You reach the ledge and hoist yourself
run, boy,
up the
run.
cabin door.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird, where do you think you're going?
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You glance back to
Damn.
the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Oh, you've been thinking about me, huh?
Do it!
Good to know.
Be swift, strike true, be where she's not, let your body move you.
Fuck yeah.
You leap from the grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
Well, she hits me with her dragon tail.
Charging me head on. Brave and foolish.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left.
Exactly, that's exactly what I was thinking.
As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned.
We're actually gonna pull this off, aren't we?
Don't do that. You're gonna jinx it.
Just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
Alright.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wielding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady. More! Keep going! We can't stop now! You spy an opening, but she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground.
Damn, she hugged me and then slammed me to the floor. Alright.
Nothing. These blows are nothing to us. But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
Do I win?
You've outplayed me, haven't you? Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
You do not have a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory turns.
She's gone. Where does she go?
My
Try
dude,
and find her?
no.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Oh, shit. What is that? Wait. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure. Faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. Wait, is there a figure? Oh. Wait, is that my face? Oh, shit. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Oh. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image and the glass in two. Then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. You were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Does it hurt when pieces break like that? I don't want to destroy you. Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks.
I'm aware, and if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Where are we?
A construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done, and it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
My true nature? People beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? What is my true identity?
All the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Wait, I'm a god? Huh. Alright. How?
By slaying the princess. Once she's gone, everyone will get to exist exactly as they are. No more fear, no more howling chaos, just life. Forever.
So she's the god of death? I always knew I was special. I don't want to be a god. What is the princess?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
Why didn't you tell me all of this from the start? Or... if she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, can't I just will her into something small? So many questions. Of all things, why is she a princess? Couldn't she be an ant or a piece of soggy bread sloggy? Ugh. How do you destroy an abstract concept? Why is she a
You asking me to
princess?
spend my final moments psychoanalyzing you? She wound up a princess because you wanted her to be a princess. As to why, maybe she needed to be beautiful, important, above you, but on a level you could still approach. A herald of things to come. I don't know. Gods are supposed to be beyond comprehension. I really shouldn't try and anthropomorphize you like this.
After everything you've done to us, do you think everyone deserves to live? Don't you know things won't... Do you know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her? What would it be like to live in a world without her?
Burdenless. An eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear. No more howling chaos. There's a cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself.
Anyone else know about us?
The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Can't I just will her into something small?
As you are now, you won't be able to will her into anything. You don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore. And as you were before, you couldn't be trusted with the knowledge of what she is. No one could be trusted with that knowledge. Intrusive thoughts have a way of creeping in and ruining everything. It's why I had to die.
Wow, you don't even have an option of actually killing her. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her is considered a lie. Oh, never mind, it's alright. Cool. I'm not gonna kill her.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god. Even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away.
As a final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator is right. You are the Long Quiet. A vast and nascent god? I've never heard the word nascent before. Hang on. Just coming into existence. Oh, okay. Could have just said new. A vast and new god. It is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Is it gonna turn into an eye? Oh. Well. Okay.
I can finally see you. And you can finally see me.
Hello? Am I allowed to show this?
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
This is so gay. Like, look at this shit. This is so gay. Bruh. YouTube, don't demonetize me. Did you hear a conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Okay. I'm a long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
So, what happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Like you can talk. You literally become what I'm sick of you.
When the echo spun us from
This is
one
music,
into
I
two,
can't.
he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Death is what makes life worth living. So... why would I end her? Don't you have a say in any of this?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
So many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Oh god. 2 options to slay the princess, great. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
Free yourself. Have I been chained up this whole time? You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale. Sorry, I just got distracted by the sound of wings. But twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. And you feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Why is she so much bigger than me? Why do I feel like a kid? Then, all at once, the unyielding tension breaks. No shatter? Oh. You are free. And she is with you. Why is it just grass growing in the background?
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone. The two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. I guess it technically was a love story. That's kind of crazy. There's gotta be more though, right? How many endings did I miss? Is this the good ending? So confused on how I get the 79, I think, other achievements. Wait, this wasn't the good ending. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by pressing the H. No. Wait. At any time? Have I been able to take a screenshot this whole time to make it easier on myself? I spent 30 minutes editing a thumbnail because I couldn't get a picture where it was just the trees in the cabin. So I had to, like, erase two separate screens. Oh my god. It's okay. Everything's fine. Oh, it's just quiet like that. Alright, cool. Really quickly, I'm gonna look up other endings so that I can see, you know, if I missed something. Shush. Stop it with your no ad blocker shit. Fuck off. Because, like, some of the things in the game's actual picture are not endings that I got. Oh, shit. Wait, okay. Oh, what the fuck just happened to this? I'm sorry, that's weird. I don't have one really goes to where we go to war. Shit. I didn't save. Okay. If I...
So she has a body.
Can I just kill... No. Alright, let's just see if we can get back to where we were, because there are 4 endings for that part. Okay. No, what? Where's... What? Where's the letter possess me one?
You know, after everything we've been through, she does.
It sounds like you got exactly what you're owed.
Okay, cool. Shush. Fuck
Without
it.
a moment's hesitation, it's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times.
You're adorable when you're confused.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Does she kill
Why are
me?
you even here? Just making
Wait.
sure you finish the job?
This
or
is new.
What? You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist.
And you don't feel dead.
She lets go.
Okay, that's what I was
I'm
supposed to choose.
interested in- I
Absolutely.
There we go. Yep, possess me.
The
Let's
princess
go.
swims through the air in front. What are you? Your eyes
I
follow-
have something
No,
else to
I'm not-
do. Leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight. I hate to admit it's and why.
My god. Sorry, I'm trying to get back
Continue slowly
to...
to the door. Your feet like lead.
We have to
dragging
do
across the
so
floorboards.
much.
You lift your
Oh my god.
shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it?
Guess not. All's well that ends well, right? You lived up to your end of the bargain, so I'll live up to mine.
Don't mention it.
I think this is
I like how she changed that time. So your dialogue options legitimately do have consequence. That's neat. Okay, now I'm a skeleton. Yep, cool, great, love it. Proceed to cabin. Ready to go back. What happens if I attack her? Nothing happens.
my roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight.
Alright. Let's go.
Next time I see you,
So loud each time.
You
Alright.
make your way up the shore.
And now we just go in and stab her repeatedly. Got it.
The interior of the cabin.
Take the blade.
You take
Go to basement. I wish the skip button would stay
the door
skipping.
to the base.
Just continue down the
You're
stairs.
still listening to reason.
Haven't decided
How
yet.
about you
Tighten grip.
You ignore.
Not dropping the
Then
blade.
I'm not talking to you.
You stare at the princess. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Yeah, I hope so. Wait, can we get a different ending?
You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have
No.
doubt, unfortunately.
Finish the
You and the
job.
princess stare at each other.
Seed.
A warning before you go any further.
There we go. Cool. Sorry, just making sure that it didn't do anything to the stream by moving it up, because like where it was, I was like dangerously
Cabin
close
is
to
tighter
clicking
than
the
its exterior would suggest. It's
to clicking the Windows button every time I wanted to skip. Okay, take the
you take
blade.
the blade from
Enter basement.
the
Please.
door to the basement creaks.
Dummy mommy's here. Love it. You look different. I like it. Don't worry. I'm gonna do a good job this time.
Do it. Finally ready to complete your. If that's your plan, then
Let's try it again, I guess. What happens if we keep
the
pushing?
princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes, you finally get it, don't you?
I do.
Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me, dying and coming back, clashing against each other. Forever.
It actually is. That's the
That's
weird
not
part.
what's going on. There's yes. The fate of the world doesn't matter. Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess collides with your
Alright,
We're
well.
fine. You barely have enough time to notice before the Princess followed. Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor. I said we're fine. I didn't say you weren't fine.
You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it.
It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
Oh shit, she gives it back?
She tosses it at your feet.
I think I'm done fighting you. Nah. I want Mega
You
Dami
and the
Mummy.
princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow.
Wait, does that mean
Dead.
Yep.
Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over.
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
But it is over. Well, wait, no, that can't be right.
Nah, I'm gonna get up.
Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet.
What?
Alive.
Ha! I told you. I told you this wasn't over.
what about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
No, she's dead. She has to be. No! Right. We're all shit out of luck, aren't we?
I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
Man, that is really cool. If we believe she's dead, like going back to even the first death that we had, if we had just believed she was dead and left, she would have been dead. But instead we checked her pulse because we were unsure, so she was alive. She was dead until we believed she wasn't. That's so fucking cool.
The princess rises from the ground.
God, she's hot.
Staggering
Alright.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
Hell yeah.
She pulls the weapon
Not
from
for
her
round
chest,
two.
barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that?
All of you need to
It's fun.
The whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all.
Oh, we just missed her heart. Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over.
Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
My god.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
Then we get up.
Oh my god.
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows.
Jesus.
Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not. And then you get up and do it again. And again. And again. And again. And again. And again.
We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
But he doesn't answer the voice. He'll never answer. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
The princess stumbles and her body slumps.
I feel so... tired.
Damn. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to
She's
leave.
gone.
Memory returns.
This doesn't feel right. Screw them.
I think
Alright.
you know.
You're a part of me.
I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Versions of you. You've said that before, so I really was meeting different yous.
You were, and it was by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why?
Because among other things, she is death itself, and despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once.
Okay, but like... She contains death,
She
but what
the
is
shifting
she?
mound, the ebb and flow, the
The
capacity,
capacity to
change.
change, yes, but... You want me to destroy the concept of transformation? How is that existence any better than death? Or even different from death at all, honestly? It
When I broke
feels
the cycle,
worse.
I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Nah, that's not true. You're delusional.
I'm only delusional if I'm wrong. And I'm not wrong. I can't be wrong.
You have anything to say for yourself for all this
I do.
hubris?
People out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Why didn't you just
If
tell
you
me?
actually knew what she was from the start, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
Wouldn't telling me that she will destroy the entire world make me have more thoughts like that? Expecting her to be super dangerous? Right? Like, wouldn't that... Whatever.
It's simple, really. She can become whatever people perceive her to be. That's easy. I'll just will her into something really small. But wait, what if I accidentally will her into something that ends the world? Oh no, what if just thinking that...
But you wouldn't have finished your hypothetical thought because she would have already destroyed the world. Luckily for you, as you are now, you won't be able to will her into anything. You don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore.
I don't work the way a living being does, not anymore. Am I not a living being?
You never were. You are the Long Quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death. For a time, this construct could help you approximate being alive, confining your mind to a single reality. But you've experienced far too many lives for it to work much longer.
I'm gonna destroy.
Dying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo.
The final fragment shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. Narrator is right, you are the long quiet, a vast and new god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Bring the adversary to her. Oh, wait. Okay. Save that. So I get a different achievement for every individual, slightly different version of her that I bring to the Long Dark. Or to the... whatever the fuck we are. Sorry, now I just have the name of a video game in my head.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. Ever when the echoes spun up. So,
We've just done this. I told you what was gonna happen when you reach this point.
I know, and I've been waiting for you to see it through. Violence has always been our language, hasn't it? If this is what it takes to save you, then so be it.
Oh shit.
The sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color. A past that is also present. A pain that is everything and yet nothing at all. You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and free of end. Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
It was meaningless.
So bleakly nihilistic. Is death the end, or is it the birth of something new? If you cannot find meaning in living, how will you find meaning if you strip me from existence?
Because I get an achievement?
A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers, cold as the grave, dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they do not return it.
So, okay. Is this just showing all of the lives that I got in this playthrough?
I offer you a path to your redemption, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption. But you say nothing.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
This game is so sexually charged, I swear to God. You heard the emphasis, right? Come on. I'm just gonna stay
And so your
silent.
quietude continues. To question everything is to deny the proof of reality that lies in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. In believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. But even then, you remembered the impermanence of the material. and watched as the walls of your prison decayed into nothing. To be impermanent is not to end, but to change. And for the world to be impermanent is to make finite the suffering of all things. Would you strip that gift away and leave them all to suffer in their permanence?
They'll see it as a gift in time.
Or, in time, would they see it as a curse? A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead and alive and dead all at once. You learned to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to humble me, to show me how far I was from what I needed to be. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
After everything you put me through, it felt good to watch you fall apart.
And it was a joy for me to finally face my end. Even when I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could still climb.
It looks like she's eating ass. I'm sorry, I can't. As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Are you starting to see? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. You cannot remove something without removing the relations which define it. To destroy what you perceive as evil is to damn everything you perceive as good. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Can't let that happen. Or, I was told there was enough of you and me to preserve the meaning of existence. I'm going to trust that's true.
Even now you think you can destroy me. If it takes all of eternity to break your delusion, I will still break it.
You don't have to face her alone.
Oh? Thought voices weren't allowed here.
Apparently that's not true. We can worry about it later.
Okay.
You'll never be able to strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then let's go.
Let's do this. What? Okay.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
No, I have eyes. Everyone else? Did anyone else make it to the
Just
cabin?
us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of...
Of her. Yeah.
That's probably for the best.
Take the blade.
It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Lego?
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Yeah, and I immediately started flirting.
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Why not? You've never done
And
that.
there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me.
Gonna try.
You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Alright. You the same as you are out there?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
I don't think I ever really wanted to slay you, but I don't like what your existence means for the world.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
Wouldn't we both just continuously reach this point, though? When you're setting do anything to help them, the people out there. If you continue to exist and they continue to die and suffer, we're gonna find ourselves back here eventually. We're talking about this right now. How do we know we haven't done this before?
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
Do they continue to die and suffer?
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
How do you know that this won't make things worse? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything? Slay the princess.
You and me both. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Damn. You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small, melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. The tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carried a part of what should be you. Things won't be now as they were then. But they aren't nothing either.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's not.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter, we don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Am I trapped now? You leave the basement behind. And the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are an empty canvas. There's even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor. A world free from death. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation. You feel the sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your giant wings getting twisted and crumpled and bound to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you. You push back and strain against it. We're still trapped, aren't we? 'Cause she didn't say I love you this time. But it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. This feels bad. A giant ball of fire feels bad. And then the shattering. You are free. And before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
It's finally over, isn't it? But all of us are still here.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
Shush.
We really did win, didn't we? We're the house now. We get to make the rules. This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
The whispering and the coercion and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
Wait, so he was right?
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now.
I hope this was all worth it. Because I'm personally inconsolable.
Damn.
Lucky for us, you have forever to get over it. Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better.
Hear, hear, to our vanquished foe.
It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah? Yeah. We can do that.
Okay. Wait, I'm sorry, wait. Can I go back a page? Did that just say who I thought it said? Wait. How do you scroll back? No! I swear that just said Gab Smolders, which is... Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm really debating going back and trying to get as many versions of this game as I can. Like, all of her different paths. Changing just slightly, right? But... I feel like that would take up a video of its own. And it might be better to just leave this here and then get the other two endings at a later date. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please consider dropping a follow, leaving a like, subscribing. Do whatever you're gonna do. Just have a good day. I'm putting some links in chat. You can find them in the description below or on any of my channels, like About Me pages. Feel free to check those out if you're bored. But yeah. That was the end of Slaying the Princess. Overall, very pretty game. I like that your actions actually have legitimate consequence, because just changing one teeny tiny bit of dialogue when we were in the ghost scene, that made it get a technically different ending. Right? Because she spoke to us differently than she would have at the very end, because she was very sweet when we initially gave the ghost soul up, right? But the second time, it was just a deal to her. So, I really want to go through, I want to see what changes, but at the same time, I don't know. I kind of want to leave it as is. So I'm going to do both. I'll come back eventually, but it'll probably be next week. Or a week after that. Anywho. Thank you guys for watching. Have good days, good nights, good whatever the hell it is. Goodbye.